Hi, it's Ed from Throat Punch Games, and it's time for another unboxing. Today we have Cellulose from Genius Games. Let's open this bad boy up. Alright. Thick box. What do we got inside? Let's make some plants. This is the Kickstarter edition. Fancy. Their catalog of stuff. I own all the things. They have the rule book. Pretty good. Oh, this is the science walkthrough, which I like. I'm glad they do these. Now the rule book. Thicker. Some other rules to play the game are longer than cellular biochemistry. Good to know. But there's a lot of pictures. Oh, they have different plant sections and things. I like it. Looks like cytosis, but a little more involved, which is pretty sweet. Little guy. Water. Fancy. Tokens. We have a player board, or a plate with a board for moving nutrients around the plant, which is pretty sweet. And the big board. It's a worker placement action selection game. But I like the theme. The theme is deep about how to make stuff. Ooh, fancy. Little divider. Oh, it's tiered. This is the second layer. And I kickstarted it so I get the fancy wooden meeples, which are pretty sweet. Oh, we also get maybe fancy metal ATP tokens, water and CO2, baggies because they love me, acrylic cubes, which are nice, but I'm old school. I like my wood cubes. And let's get some player cards. Different actions and things you can do. Goals and points and stuff. And the basic run stuff. Alright. I've played the game. What do I think of Cellulose? First and foremost, I love Genius Games. Cytosis is a fabulous game, and I hopefully don't say cytosis will mean cellulose. Both of them are great educational games because I teach biochemistry for a living, and I love everything that's here. It's making me even love plant biochemistry, which is kind of weird, honestly. So let's go through the basics of this game. The basics of the game are pretty easy. There's 3 parts of a turn. First is you have this extra player board. And there's spots, and wherever your above ground and below ground meeples are, you get these things. And the gray cubes are carbon, the blue cubes are water. Glucose is made of 6 carbons and 6 waters. Put them together, and that's how you make cellulose or glucose. Cellulose is just by sticking a bunch of glucose together. Cool. That's the bulk of the game. You then take turns putting little meeples on places to get water, CO2, hormones, which is the cost to move up and down this board, to play into the cell wall to get points, and to get these cards, which are extra either abilities. Every turn you can do one of these if you have the required pieces. And you just go around placing meeples on action spots. Something interesting about this game is there are super action spots where everybody can go. You can only go there once per turn with a single colored meeple, but otherwise everybody can go there so you don't block. And you go around doing that until everyone's done, then it's the nighttime. And from there, clean up. Over the course of the game, you're going to put water cubes into an area. Whoever has the most water cubes gets points and advances up the little track. And they get an extra player meeple every turn. So that's kind of huge. You also have a timer that the cell wall kind of builds itself, so the game will force an end, even if you're kind of not doing so great. You get new cards to play. And then we just redo it. Getting stuff from this board, playing meeples, building the wall. And you're right around doing this. Very simple, but some interesting strategies emerge. Now, mechanically, I'm not going to say this reinvents worker placement, but it's fun and it teaches me stuff. This second board of, okay, I move up and just kind of leave something there is fun. Now, when I played this originally, they're moving up, I'd sit and I'm done. And I thought, well, it's kind of a waste of action space in the board. The other side has a whole other version where you can kind of re-move around on here, making those actions viable. So it really kind of increases the replay. So overall, I give it a 4.75 out of 5 for mechanics. Theme, I'm actually really intrigued in plant biochemistry. I might go read more. The book itself, there's in all these games, Cellulose, Cytosis, all the things, they have a little extra book that how you would teach this and how you learn it. I might go deeper than that. It got me actually caring about plants, which when I defended my PhD and I looked at a plant biochemistry person, and when I told him, I said, if God meant it to be interesting, he would have made it out of meat. And that's changed my opinion. So theme, 5 out of 5. The rules, I like the rules. The rules are thick though. They do some great things where they show you pictures of what's going on to help, but there's a lot going on here. What might help is kind of an appendix almost. Because I get a little lost, like, okay, what's the actual order of the central vacuole for order of water things? Because it gets dicey. If you're smart playing, the game's only going to be like a couple points different. Everything nets you points, but it's not crazy. So knowing the exact rules is important. So we give it a 4.75 out of 5. Good. A little few things would help it be amazing. Execution, I love everything. This is the Kickstarter version. The regular version doesn't have as fancy, but I have metal ATP meeples. I love the little flask, even though I know these are from the other game. They have little plants. Everybody's little point markers are different. It's the little touches that are amazing. I love everything that's here. It's a 5 out of 5. Overall, 98%. Cellulose is a fantastic game. It even is more approachable than Cytosis. Cytosis is a great game to learn how you build things in a cell. I might start people on this one first to kind of ease them into the concepts of some biochemistry, because I know other people get intimidated. It presents a lot of stuff in a non-intimidating manner that I love. Great job, Genius Games. I'm Ed from Throw Punch Games at Throw Punch on Twitter, Throw Punch Games on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Thanks for content and contests. Thanks for watching.